Si el ritmo que yo les traigo no tiene comparación, le cuento que es un secreto que te recuerdo de faraón. Viendo toda Europa, Cuba, América y Japón, me ven y se guarda loca, me piden hasta la ropa cuando hago mi actuación. Bailamos hasta que aquí llegó el gitano urbano con su sabor, un poco de salsa y de reggaetón, cena rumba alegre, rumba cabón.
Ya bailar muchacha que también llegó la sangre latina pa' te vacilón, pa' de la rumba pa' empezar el fiestón, sabía chocolate, piña y melón.
All right. Hello, friends. Thank you all for joining us for our 7th episode of Cooking with
Melissa
and Doc. The premise of the show is that Melissa had made it a mission to teach me how to cook.
Yeah.
And together with my son, Dylan. Say hi, Dylan. We are going through this activity so we can learn how to cook. And Melissa is kind enough to lead us through this journey and this new adventure that we all have. All right, so Melissa, you want to say something?
Yes. This week's going to be great, guys, because this is something that I've made before. And I've made it healthy this time compared to the way I've made it in the past. So we're going to have a good time.
So what are we cooking today?
Today we are making a light, and I say light because it's a lighter version and healthier version, Linguine Carbonara.
Oh, and you know why? It's very memorable for me. As a child, my mom used to serve us carbonara during special events like birthday, Christmas, and all those events. So it's always like bringing back memories to me. And also, if she can only see me, I'm actually cooking it. All right.
Yes.
But that's just a side story.
Max, it's being recorded.
And cooking is always should bring back memories. So if you have something that you want to make up that might bring back a memory that you think I can cook, I don't know if I can do Filipino cuisine, I can try. But if you have something, definitely. And if it's heavy and fat and really like fried or anything, we'll try to find a healthy version of it, because that's the whole point. We want to try to make these dishes healthy as possible. But pasta sometimes isn't the healthiest. However, tonight I am doing, and as I've said, I'm going to do a whole grain linguine. So
okay, so what are the ingredients?
Yep. First, you want your pasta, your linguine, because that's one thing.
Okay, so we have our linguine, but it's organic.
That's good. That's good. You want your bacon.
Oh, it's made in Italy.
Yes, those are belila. So you want your bacon. I got my bacon here. Yes. You want your red pepper, your sweet red pepper, nice and diced. You want your peas, which is going to be about a half. Sorry. So you want like 2 to 3 slices of bacon. You want a 1/4 cup of the pepper. You want about a 1/2 cup of peas, frozen peas, which I have right here. You want your egg. You get your egg, Doc? We need this.
Yes.
Okay.
We have our cheese.
Yes, you want cheese. You want to have a half a cup, so a 1/4 cup each. You need it to make sure it's divided. So you'll do a 1/4 cup and a 1/4 cup.
Oh, 2 quarters.
Yeah. And then you'll want, yes, your peas. That's good. I already, yeah. So you're going to have a 1/2 cup of peas that you're going to need. Yep, and then you want your cup of evaporated milk, or Doc, you have your vegetarian one, your vegan milk, non-dairy milk. Which milk did you get? Coconut?
Coconut milk.
Okay.
Evaporated coconut milk.
Yes, that's gonna give it a little bit of a sweet taste, so that's good. So will the condensed, the evaporated milk. How much did you spend, Doc?
Okay, because I'm lactose intolerant, so I have to go to a special grocery store to get my ingredients. Whole Foods. And you know how that is. They say Whole Foods is Paul paycheck. $27.
Epa.
Oh, yes, I added it up on my grocery bill today because we did our weekly shopping and I spent $16.14 on this meal. So divided for 2 portions or 3 portions, however we're gonna end up, we'll see how much we make. Actually, it'll be leftovers for tomorrow because Sean went out tonight. So it'll be just me eating, but I spent $16.14, so it's a little over $8 per portion, which means we did a meal under $10 per person. Yes, that's what's that goal. So I forgot to tell you, don't forget your red pepper flakes too. Yeah.
We
And
are
of course-
learning a lot. You know, there are different choices of bacon. There's different choices of, you know, like red peppers, and you know, I didn't know there were sweet peppers. So we are learning in the process, grocery shopping, and my son and I have been doing it. So it's our activity together.
That's good. I'm glad it's a bonding time. That's important to have.
Yes.
So, all right. So again, we have all of our ingredients here. If you haven't started to boil your water, if you're cooking with us, make sure you get that water boiling. Mine is almost ready for my pasta to go in. I have already pre-prepared all my ingredients, but if you haven't done the bacon, if you're cooking with us, that's easy to do right on your stove top. Just get a frying pan and fry it up, but I baked mine. And the reason why I like to bake my bacon rather than fry it is because it cooks out some of the grease and it comes out perfect in my opinion, because you can't really overcook it too much. So.
You know that Melissa bakes bacon, Max? She bakes bacon and it comes out perfect.
She taught me how to do that today. So my
Yes.
bacon was perfect.
It was.
All right. So tell me how much
Pasta? Yes,
Yeah.
you're gonna put in. Well, it's for the 3 of you, right? So.
just I don't know what the recipe says.
Well, it depends on how many people you're cooking for. I would say use at least a half a box. I would say,
Yeah, this is 8 ounces, so this
yeah.
is 6.
So use about a half a box. That's fine. That's what I'm gonna use.
No, this is free.
So anyway.
Melissa,
So we'll put it now.
pasta
Yeah,
carbonara.
you're gonna put it in. You're gonna put it in. Put it in. Guys, if you haven't, while we're talking, honestly, if you guys can mute yourselves, just so, we'll unmute you and when you can be interactive.
Yeah.
So, yes. So yeah, my water is boiling too, so I'm gonna put my pasta in. And I've used about a half a box. So, and whole grain pasta is actually, believe it or not, whole grain pasta is going to be darker than regular pasta. Doc, you want to see? This is what whole grain pasta looks like, darker. Because it's not made out of, it's not semolina.
It looks like brown rice too.
Yes, it's whole wheat actually. So it's a little bit, but but
All right, it's cooking now.
yep. But so while we're doing that, we can start to get our sauce ready. So what you're gonna do, yep, you're gonna get your saucepan. Okay, like I have my saucepan. I actually cleaned it. I didn't realize when I showed you the picture, Doc, I was like, oh, my pan is not exactly clean. So I made sure I cleaned it. So what you're gonna do is you're going to, in the saucepan, you're going to use your egg. Okay, you're gonna put your egg.
So do I whisk it in the saucepan?
Yeah, you're gonna whisk everything together. So you're gonna put your egg. You're gonna use your milk, cup of milk. You are gonna use your red pepper. So your red pepper is 1/8 of a teaspoon, which isn't much of anything. The red pepper is very strong in flavor, so you don't want to use a lot of this. So 1/8 of a teaspoon is really a little more than a pinch.
Okay, you're too fast. I'm just in the egg.
No, you want to put your ingredients in before you whisk it. That's why I'm so sorry.
All right, you did tell me. Okay.
Yes. I did. So you're gonna take your red pepper flakes.
The bacon too?
Nope, not the bacon yet.
Oh, I already put the bacon. Oh, you said all of the ingredients. All right.
That's why I was
It's in
doing
there
it.
already.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's why I said we're gonna put everything. Yep, I was doing it in order, but that's okay. You're gonna. I hope you didn't add your peas because those are not meant to be cooked in that. Don't add the peas to it.
Well, you gotta tell me because when you say all of them, I just put all of them like we usually do.
Well, yeah, you're going to.
All right. So what is in here? The cheese?
Egg, the peppers, and the half of your Parmesan cheese. Okay. Half your Parmesan cheese, half of what the ingredients call for. Okay. All right.
But Chrissy's like, this is such a learning experience for her. She's like, so, hey, it's been good for
You're gonna put that on low heat, not or low to medium heat, and you're gonna whisk it.
She's like, you know, you should start this. You probably have some suggestions on what kind of setups you can have for that.
Okay, half a cup. You said half a cup.
No, half of the half a cup, so a quarter cup. Quarter cup. And you're gonna whisk everything together.
Water licensing my record, so I just wanted to let her know that it hasn't changed it's like a provincial water license.
You will be adding your bacon, but just not quite yet.
So, yeah, good cool from right?
Okay, I'm gonna mute some people.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, do I also add the red the pepper flakes?
Yes, you're gonna add your pepper flakes and your red pepper and your quarter cup of Parmesan cheese. And you wanna put it on a lower heat.
How much?
It's 1/8 of a teaspoon of red pepper.
What is?
So it's a little more than a pinch.
Sure. I know it. They use that's Germans do the same thing.
Yeah.
Please don't chops.
All right. So a pinch of the red.
Yeah, a little more than a pinch. So it's not much at all. And you don't want to have a whole lot of that red pepper flakes because it's very strong in flavor.
Okay, and then you heat it up, you said?
Yes, you're gonna heat it on low heat because we want to get it kind of thick.
Here,
You want it to be a kind of a thicker sauce.
Yes.
So you want it to be, what you're gonna do is once, you're just gonna have it on a low heat and you're gonna stir it or whisk it constantly, fairly often till it gets thick. You basically want it to be able to coat a spoon. So you want it to be thick enough to like coat a spoon. Not gonna get overly thick, but you want it thick enough. Okay. You used a cup of your milk, right?
No,
Put your milk in. Put your milk in. That was the first thing I said.
you never told me about the milk.
Okay. Okay. You probably didn't hear me. That's all right. You want to put your milk in.
How much?
A cup. It's a cup of the milk. Yeah. You might have not heard me, Doc. There was a lot of people talking, so maybe the background noise. I apologize.
All I heard is put everything.
Unmuted us.
Yes, yes. Everybody, please make sure you stay muted. If you're muted, please, so this way Doc and I can hear each other. Okay. All right, so, yeah. Okay, so when you're gonna let that cook, meanwhile your pasta water should be boiling. And you're gonna, once your pasta starts to get basically soft, you know, like if you start seeing it get soft, you wanna then add your peas to it for like the last 2 minutes of you cooking the pasta.
Our piece is still a little frozen.
That's okay, mine are too, they're supposed to be. Don't worry about it. The boiling water will get them. So, yeah. So right now we're just stirring our sauce to make sure it gets a little on the thick side. I have my heat set at like between 4 and 6. So it's more of a medium. It's like a medium heat. You don't really want to go too high on your heat because then it will burn off. And we don't want burning. So that's, you're doing good. You're doing good. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. But you want to keep it, yeah, you kind of want to keep it on your stove. So, yeah. Okay. So the pasta is, mine's boiling. How's your pasta boiling? Is it doing good, Doc?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not cooked yet.
No, I'm not expecting it to be. I'm just testing it so I know when I can put my peas in. And it's still crunchy, so I definitely don't want to do that just yet. Yeah, so. Okay. So.
Some stuff.
Is your sauce getting thick now? It's starting to thicken up a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna let it get thick. Gonna get a little on the thicker side. Still, the egg is what's gonna thicken up the sauce. So like if you were to make, let's say you're making like a baked ziti, they have the egg in there to like thicken up the cheeses and stuff and the sauce and everything. So it's kind of doing the same thing here. It's thickening up the sauce.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yes. So if you do want to get, sometimes you can add a little flour too to thicken up a sauce.
Yes.
But, you know, you can do that, but you know, this, you don't have to do that. But if your sauce was not getting thick enough, then you could always just add a little tiny bit of flour. Okay. You're doing good, Doc. Doing good. You know.
Thank you, because I'm so stressed. All right.
Well, that you shouldn't be. Cooking's supposed to be an enjoyable experience. And you know what? As I learned last week, because I did end up having a very good dinner still, sometimes things happen, but you make it work and then you move on. So I did make those potato skins again, and they came out good this time. I did a little different because, you know, when you have a big, like last week I learned, when you do have a big potato, like as big as I did, it's easier, you know, to add a little olive oil. And what I do is I put it in the microwave to soften it a little bit, and it came out just fine the second time I did it.
So do I have to put any kind of salt in the pasta?
You should have put it a little in the water, but that's okay if you didn't. It just makes the water boil faster. It's not like it does anything much different. So it might flavor it a little bit, but nothing crazy. Okay, so if you're, I'm gonna check my sauce, and it should be thick enough to cover a spoon, to coat a spoon. If your spoon is coated like this, your sauce is thick enough.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because I don't want to drip on my computer, but it should just be thick enough to coat a whole entire spoon. Again, it's not going to be super thick, but thick enough.
Like
And-
this?
Yep. And here.
Like
this is
that?
Yes, that looks good. So what you're going to do now, you already added your bacon, so that's okay. But you're going to take it off the pan. If it's thick enough, you're going to take it off, and then you're going to add your bacon. If you haven't added your bacon already, I'll wait till Doc's ready.
I already added my bacon.
Okay, so is your sauce thick?
I think it's thick. I don't know what thick means.
Okay, well, you want to take it off the pan, the heat. So you'll add your bacon if you didn't add your bacon already, and then the remainder of your cheese. So you want to add the remainder of the other half of the half a cup of cheese. That's when this is going to go in now. So.
Yes.
You're gonna add, and so you'll just stir that all together. And that's gonna thicken the sauce up even more because you're adding the cheese to it. Okay. So you got that. So I'm gonna just put it on right now onto the burner because that's done. How's your pasta, Doc?
My pasta is good now.
Okay, so maybe what you're gonna do now is add your peas to it. If you think
How much?
the half a cup of peas that you have, you're gonna add that to the pasta water and let it boil for like another 2 minutes.
Just put it.
You want to get the peas in there because you obviously want the peas to be cooked.
Yeah. Oh, we already have it. Okay.
Yeah, so add your peas to the pasta water. And that's also going to flavor your pasta water. Need a bigger spoon.
A bit more because.
Okay. And you want to let that boil out for about another 2 minutes. Okay. Because you need to get the peas cooked. Hi, Jeannie.
Hi.
Oh, Jeannie's on.
Yes, Jeannie's on.
You know, we're taking attendance now. Sue is taking attendance.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna have like the most number of you're being present the most.
Okay, sure. Okay, so everyone who is cooking with us, I think it's Yari only. How is it going? Oh, I guess Yari's away.
Yeah, she cannot have the computer in her kitchen.
Yes, okay.
So she's cooking outside. Hey, Jeannie.
Hi.
So
Look at my sauce.
Ooh, look at that.
Yes, yes.
Ooh. What is that? Cream sauce?
It's
Yeah.
it's a lighter cream sauce though. It's not using any heavy cream. That's the whole point of this. The reason why, you know, the evaporated milk is used is because it's lighter and less fat than the heavy cream. So with regular, go ahead.
You're not using heavy cream?
No heavy cream in this recipe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's, you know, so it's a little healthier. And in a regular carbonara, you have what Yari's actually using, pancetta bacon, which is a lot more fattening than regular bacon. And that's why it tastes so good. I actually used low sodium bacon tonight to save on some of the sodium as well. So I tried to
I got that too, low sodium bacon.
Yes.
Because in Whole Foods, it's no other choices but only low sodium or organic or
yes.
all that stuff.
Well, I also don't like how salty bacon is sometimes. So yes, I have that too.
Well, you want to know? I don't eat bacon much anyway.
I don't eat a lot of bacon, but when I do try to choose a low sodium bacon or bacon that's lower in sodium, and it's fine. It tastes great to me. Believe it or not, I really love turkey bacon, which is even healthier than regular bacon. But sometimes you need the real bacon too. So
I do too, Melissa. That's my favorite.
I like turkey bacon.
Yeah.
I love turkey bacon.
For a carbonara, a turkey bacon would change the whole entire flavor.
Why?
It just does. It's not quite the same. So if you don't use pancetta, you want to use regular bacon.
Okay.
Yes.
You
So.
say so.
Well, it's the same as the recipe we did that was I can't remember which one now, but we cooked something that was a turkey one. What was that?
Turkey bolognese.
Oh, the turkey sauce.
Yeah. So turkey, ground turkey is okay when you use these things because ground turkey absorbs like sauce very well and stuff. So ground turkey is not gonna, you know, there's great dishes and things that you can do with ground turkey, but bacon versus turkey bacon in a cooking dish, most of the time it just doesn't work quite right the same way. So
okay. Well, it tasted different too with that turkey ground beef.
right, exactly. It's a little bit lighter and it's actually a little more spicy in my opinion. So my pasta is just about done. So when my peas be done, I'm gonna let the water boil off before I drain it because when I bring everything back, I don't want to have a super, super hot burner. That looks good, Doc.
Good job, Doc.
He made me think of, it's really funny, when I was in third grade, I had a teacher and we were trying, I don't remember what it was, why we were doing it, but he had us laying down on a table and he was putting pasta in our mouths, just like that. I don't remember why we did it, but I remember the experience of laying on a table, having pasta being put in my mouth for some reason. So you just reminded me of that. So I guess I have a memory of this dish.
You have a memory. You have a memory.
Yes. And that's a good thing about cooking too. You want like things to, sometimes memories come through cooking, comfort. Food is comfort a lot of times. That's why it's comfort food. But you could always, and there are some really great comfort foods out there that I love. But I got to try to find healthy versions of them so we can do them here.
Make sure that all of our ingredients are in there.
So. Yeah.
We're not making it.
All right. So
Okay.
how's your pasta? It's all done?
Good.
Okay. And the peas were in it?
Mhm.
Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pot holders, wherever they are, and I'm gonna drain out. I'm gonna step away for a second so I can drain the pasta.
Where is the other?
So I'm gonna take my big pasta pot over here to the sink. I'll be right back so I can drain out the peas and the pasta. And I'm gonna put them, I'll turn my camera. I'm gonna put them back in the pot here. So I'll drain my pasta and my peas in my sink. That's a lot of steam. So Doc, just make sure you shake. When you drain your pasta, shake your strainer. Give it a little shake to make sure all the water gets off.
Shake it.
And then, once you've done that, and I can come back over here to do this. Once you've done that, you're gonna add it back to your pot. You're gonna add it back to your pot. Add it back. Turn my camera back this way so you guys can see me. And I'm gonna wait for Doc till he's ready. That looks good. All right, so now you're gonna take your sauce. Okay, you have your sauce with your bacon and your Parmesan cheese. Yep, and you're gonna add it into the pot with the pasta. I need to get a different spoon. Ooh. It's very, very cheesy. It's thick, it's very thick. So now you're gonna just, once that's added, I'm gonna put this in my sink so I know to wash it. Once that's added, you just wanna stir it up. And just get everything coated into the thing. You want to get all of it coated.
There's a big fork there. Take the fork. Now, take the iron. Can I have the plate? Where is it?
So we'll just wait.
Not that. Without any sound.
So this is probably going to be one of our shorter cooking shows, guys. So if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to add on to the class right now, please feel free to unmute yourself and speak. Because we're going to plate in a couple of minutes. Oh, yeah.
Melissa, what kind of cheese are you using? Just a quarter cup of the Parmesan cheese?
Parmesan cheese. Yep, grated Parmesan cheese. So
That's it? I thought you said there was another cheese.
Nope, just grated Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
And then you're gonna, as Doc is doing, he's making his meal right now. So I shall do the same. And it smells so good, guys. The bacon and the peas, and it looks amazing. My husband is missing a very good dish right now, but maybe he'll have some when he comes home. He should be home any minute. So maybe he'll have some. And
That looks good, Melissa.
yes. And the linguine too is a nice pasta because a lot of times you would make this with like fettuccine, which is a little bit of a thicker pasta. So the linguine is kind of nice to do it. And
Voila!
voila,
Yeah.
it looks delicious.
It looks
Looks
good.
good.
It looks good, and we're gonna taste it to see if it
What's
is
it smell
good.
like? Oh, that's
Doc looks so serious with his plating. It looks beautiful, Doc. Beautiful.
Beautiful, Doc.
Beautiful.
All right, let's take a photo. Give me.
And then we'll taste it. Yes.
all right.
Some of these things will be shorter dishes. This is actually a nice 30-minute meal. If you're working, you know, when you work during the week and you don't have a whole lot of long time to make dinner, this is a good time to, this is a good thing to like quickly make.
Picture time.
It's great.
It's very good. It's
I
very
know, right?
cheesy, and the bacon gives it a little bit of a saltiness flavor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, photo time.
Both the time.
Ready?
Photo time.
1, 2, 3. All right.
Yari,
Let's
where are you, darling?
Yeah,
get a
where is
picture
she?
of everyone.
Yeah.
1, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let me put our theme song on. All right. Thank you all guys for joining us today. And next week we will talk to you all about our options next week.
Next week we will not probably have class unless you have a sub, because I won't be teaching. So we'll see.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have a family event in Staten Island, so I unfortunately probably will not be back in time.
Looks good, Doc.
Yes.
Yeah, it tastes good.
What's going on in Staten Island? Is that Ernie's birthday party?
Yes, that's Ernie's birthday party.
I still have to send him a card. When was his birthday?
It's next week.
What?
Next
All right.
week. All right.
Thank
Bye,
you,
everybody.
everyone.
Thank you for giving me
Get me
dinner.
the date, Melissa.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Get me the
Bye.
date, Melissa, for Ernie.
All right.